There's a reaction that is rarely spoken about openly, a reaction very few men can recognize, and one that most women would never dare to describe out loud. But her body reveals it every single time, without fail. And today, I want to talk to you exactly about that. What happens inside a woman after you f1nal1zas to d3, those silent responses she tries to control, but that her body simply cannot hide. You may have seen it without understanding it. That moment when, the instant everything ends, she suddenly breathes differently. It's not a regular sigh. It's not tiredness. It's a small shift in the way air enters and leaves her chest. And even if she tries to hide it, that shift exposes something happening deep inside. If you've ever noticed that sudden breath, that subtle adjustment in her body, remember it, because it's not a coincidence. Write it in the comments. What you saw was a real reaction, one her body cannot stop. The female body has an internal sensitivity most men know nothing about. I'm not talking about the outside. I'm talking about what happens inside, where temperature changes, where pulse is felt, where the body reacts before the mind understands. When you finish inside, a woman's internal walls feel that temperature change instantly, even if she tries to act normal. And sometimes the only thing she can do is go still. That stillness, that 1 or 2 second pause that so many men misread, is precisely when her body is processing an intense internal sensation. And think about this. Have you ever noticed her abdomen gently contracting right after? It's not discomfort. It's not nervous tension. It's an involuntary reflex caused by the internal expansion she feels. Most women don't know how to explain it, but they describe it, when they dare, as a warm wave rising from the pelvis to the chest. Many go silent because they don't know whether to speak, move, or say anything. And that silence, which so many men mistake for coldness, is actually the opposite. It is intensity, pure sensitivity. There is something many women will never admit, but as a doctor, I can tell you clearly. They feel your internal pulse. That micropulse, that tiny rhythmic movement you barely notice, can feel to her like a small internal beating. And when it happens, most women can't help but close their eyes for a moment or look away. If you've ever seen that gesture, comment it. That single second reveals more than words ever could. Another hardly mentioned detail. A woman's sense of smell becomes more sensitive immediately afterward. Not because she's thinking about it, but because her breathing slows and her nervous system opens. That's why she might hug you tighter afterward, or go quiet, or avoid eye contact. It's not shame. It's sensory overload. And then comes that small, almost invisible but extremely revealing reaction. The way her legs tense softly. The way she grabs your arm without realizing. A tiny tremor in her thigh. That deep breath that rises from below as if her body needs a second to settle from the inside. It's not acting, not a decision. It's one of the most honest reflexes the body has. Interestingly, even though no woman says it out loud, after you finish inside, her body perceives you differently. Not emotionally, physically. Her sensory system changes how it registers your presence. Her body opens slightly, not outward but inward. A silent registration, a physical imprint that lasts a few minutes. Many women keep it to themselves because they don't realize it's visible. And now, a direct question. Have you ever noticed that right afterward, she becomes calmer, softer, as if something inside her loosened? If yes, write it. That deep calm is not indifference. It's her body entering a state of deep relaxation from what just happened. Understand this clearly. No woman controls these reactions. Regardless of age, experience, or personality, these gestures, movements, and silent pauses happen because her body is feeling more than she can put into words. And that is what almost no man knows how to read. Before I continue with the more intense reactions, the ones no woman can hide and that reveal exactly how deeply she felt it, make sure you subscribe. Not as a favor, but because what I'm about to explain will change the way you interpret the female body forever. And once you learn this, you will never look at her the same way again. Stay. What comes next is even more revealing. Now I want to take you even deeper. Into that place where the female body reacts without asking for permission, without thinking, and without wanting to show it. Because what happens inside her after you, f1nal1zas, 1d3, is not simple or superficial. It's a chain of internal sensations firing one after another, and no woman can fully control them no matter how calm she tries to look. There's a detail very few men ever notice, the way she takes in air right after, not the visible sigh. No, I'm talking about that small inhale that feels like it comes from the center of her lower abdomen. That deep breath means her diaphragm just responded to an internal signal. Which signal? A sudden shift in internal pressure. Many women feel it as a warm wave rising from the pelvis up to the chest. And trust me, they never describe this feeling because they don't even know what name to give it. Think about this. Have you ever seen her back arch slightly right afterward, as if she needed to rearrange herself from the inside out? If yes, comment it. That subtle movement is an involuntary reaction of the pelvic muscles. The female body never stays indifferent to what it feels internally. And when the sensation is very deep, the body responds automatically. The nerve that triggers this connects the intimate area with the abdomen and lower back. That's why she sometimes freezes for a second, and the next moment she makes that tiny adjustment to find stability. She doesn't perform this. She doesn't think it. She doesn't fake it. It's pure physiology. Another rarely discussed detail is skin sensitivity. Many women feel their skin gets slightly warmer right after, as if their body temperature rises for no reason. But there is a reason. The nerve endings activate due to the mix of internal and external sensations. That's why some women become more sensitive to touch, on the neck, back, arms, immediately afterward. If you've ever noticed her touching you differently, softer, slower, write it in the comments. It's one of the most honest signs that her body is processing what just happened. And then there's a reaction that many men misinterpret as discomfort: silence. It's not discomfort. It's sensory overload. The female body feels inward, not outward. And when something happens inside her, her mind enters a kind of pause. She doesn't know whether to talk, move, or express anything. Her body is busy feeling. Sometimes, inside that silence, another revealing reaction appears: the way she hugs you or touches you without thinking. It's not exaggerated affection. It's not emotional dependence. It's a primitive reflex where the body seeks stability. When the internal sensation is strong, her body looks for an external anchor. And that anchor is usually you. If you've ever felt her holding on to you for a few seconds, with no apparent reason, comment it. You have no idea how much truth is hidden in that tiny gesture. There's another reaction almost nobody mentions: the soft tremble in the legs. Not a dramatic shaking, a micro tremor she tries to control. This happens when a neuromuscular reflex connecting the pelvis to the thighs is activated. And no matter how much she tries to stay still, that little vibration escapes. Have you ever seen it? Write it. It's one of the clearest signs that what she felt was much deeper than what she said. Now you must understand something even more intimate. After you finish inside her, the way she perceives your presence changes completely. Not psychologically, sensory-wise. Her body registers warmth, smell, contact, as if everything carries a different weight. Many women describe the sensation as an inner layer of connection. They never say it out loud, they never admit it, but they feel it. And that is why some women become softer, calmer, closer afterward. It's not romanticism, it's a physical and emotional reflex she can't avoid. And there's one final reaction you must watch for. because it reveals everything. Sometimes her eyes change slightly, not dramatically, just a look that lasts less than a second, a mix of surprise, vulnerability, and something deeper she can't explain. If you've ever seen that fleeting look, comment it, because that look is her body speaking without words, and that gesture cannot be hidden. Before we finish, think carefully. What reaction have you noticed? The breathing, the stillness, the tremble, the way she touches you afterward? Leave it in the comments. The more men share their experiences, the easier it becomes to talk about what women never say, but their bodies confess. And subscribe. Not as a favor, but because the next videos will show you truths about the female body nobody explains. What they hide, you'll learn to read from today.